Alright, hey guys, this is Marbles TCG, and 5 new archetypes just got support, and it's just in the form of like one new card for each of these. And some of these archetypes I'm not completely familiar with, but some I'm more familiar with. But just let me know if you guys run the deck and whether or not these cards are even good. But based off like what I know and from what I'm reading, I'm hopefully have some understanding of the card. So this guy right here, Nero the Dreamer Heretic. So I didn't even know that like Dreamer was an archetype. I've never heard of it. I searched up some of the cards. They look really cool. And I think this guy is a nice collection to it. So if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Nero Dreamer Disciple from your deck to your hand. Then you can make this card become light. And so Nero the Dreamer Disciple, it seems like a lot of the Dreamers, like you need 3 versions of the dream, like these 3 specific Dreamer monsters, and these effects trigger off once you have like all 3 of them on the field. So that's one of them: Dreamer Disciple, Dreamer Joy, and Dreamer of Terror. So he can let you tribute one of the Dreamer monster, choose one Dreamer monster with a different level from that monster in your deck, and then you can add one Dreamer of Joy or Dreamer of Terror from your deck to your hand, whichever is specifically listed. And if you do, special summon the chosen monster. So this guy is just a way to make it easier, an easier way to get all 3 of these guys out. So you can trigger off their effects. Let me know if you guys think this one's good. And here we got Simorgh, Bird of Extermination. So the first effect, if you normally special summon a winged beast monster during your main phase, you can reveal this card in your hand. And then immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Simorgh monster. So that's pretty cool, a free normal summon. Just if you already summoned a winged beast monster, you just get a free winged beast out, or a free Simorgh out, and it could be this guy. And if he's normal summon, you can send one Simorgh monster from your deck to your grave, and then you can add one Simorgh spell or trap. Searching out spells and traps for the archetype is really good, and while face up on the field is also wind attribute, which is an important part of the Simorgh archetype. So this seems decent to me. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, it looks good to me. Here we got Alice, Lady of Lament. You can banish one trap from your hand or grave and then special summon this card from your hand. So that's a free summon. But in order to trigger its second effect, it has to be normal summon. You can target one Lady of Lament monster in your grave, special summon it. So that's cool. To get Lady of Lament, which lets you choose a trap card. Or lets you get a trap card out of 3. And if this card is tributed or destroyed by your opponent, you can add one Fiend monster whose combined attack and defense equal 2,000 from your deck, except Lady of Lament, or Alice, Lady of Lament. So you can't search her out, but you can search out other of the ladies, or any Fiend monster that works out to this. So that seems cool. The art also seems like a lot of people are gonna like it. I can see this being a big fan art card. And here we got Ogdoadic Fled, and this is from the Ogdoadic reptile archetype that I think was overhyped, but hopefully this helps it. You can send one monster from your hand or field to the grave, and then target one reptile monster with a different attribute in your graveyard to special summon it. Okay, that's cool. You get a free special summon by ditching a monster from your hand or grave. I know that there are certain cards that like to be in the grave, so that's cool. During the main phase, the monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard. You can send one reptile from your deck to your grave. So yeah, this continues it. Having this ability to special summon it is pretty cool. And I know some of their effects trigger when they are special summoned from the grave. So having this as a way to not only fill up your grave but also special summon them is pretty useful. But yeah. Here we got Ursarctic Radiation. So Ursarctic is an archetype that has been pretty underwhelming so far. So I hope this, I don't know if one card could help it. The first level 1 synchro too, and they work by like subtracting. It's like synchroing by subtracting, which is interesting. You can only control one of these, okay? Each time an Ursarctic monster is special summoned from your hand or extra deck, you can remove one counter from this card to draw a card. So that seems really good. Anytime you special summon Ursarctic from your hand or extra deck, you get a draw card, and you get up to 7 of these. And it's not once per turn. It didn't say anywhere here once per turn. So every time you summon them, you just draw a card. Now this might be exactly what they need. This is really good. Based off this. Unless I'm missing something, guys, but this seems really good. And I think that's going to help them a lot. And I can see other decks might try to abuse this by using Ursarctic in them. And then once per turn during each end phase, you can target one Ursarctic card in your grave, shuffle it into the deck. There aren't that many Ursarctic monsters, so I can see this being a way to recycle them. But yeah, I mean, this makes it a lot more interesting now. I think Ursarctic is... because the only decks I've seen with Ursarctic have been like mainly like with generic water deck that just forces Ursarctic in there. And it doesn't really like contribute that much. And then it... yeah. Doesn't, but this seems really nice, and I can't wait to see what else Ursarctic gets, if this is a card that they're gonna get here. But yeah, guys, did you get any support for any of the decks you run, or and do you think any of these cards are good? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.